The return of the GOAT, Steven Spielberg. He is back in his genre that he loves to dive into, and that is a movie about aliens. Disclosure Day is the new movie from Steven Spielberg where he returns to the place he knows best. Let's dive in. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Movie Dive. Today we're diving into Steven Spielberg's new film, Disclosure Day. Before we do, please don't forget to subscribe to the Movie Dive. Ring the bell button down below to get notifications on the channel. Disclosure Day, one of those movies that I saw the teaser trailer, didn't watch anything after that. I kind of wanted to keep myself, in the dark per se about the movie. I want to know as little as possible, but I do love the actors that are starring the movie with Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connell, and of course you have Coleman Domingo, who is a great actor as well, all starring in the new Steven Spielberg movie. And Steven Spielberg, he's always been one of those directors that when he puts a film out, you go and watch. Now, of course, he has been on a bit of a losing streak. I wouldn't say a losing streak. It's not like he's made anything terrible, but he hasn't made anything up to par of his older films. I think the last great film he made was Minority Report back in, I think, 2002, wherever that came out. War of the Worlds was pretty enjoyable. I just completely hated the end. And then he's had a lot of movies since then that are decent, but he hasn't had anything that's reached the bar of his previous work, which is very normal for someone who has a career like he's had. When you get in your later stages in life, you don't have as much things to say, but you're still going to be a legend no matter what, and one of the best directors to ever live. Disclosure Day is a movie that I was wondering how he would return to that alien world, kind of what kind of story he had to tell. It's kind of like World War II movies. There's been so many of them told, and people keep finding new stories to tell in that world. In Steven Spielberg's alien world, what is he going to tell? He did E.T., he did War of the Worlds, he did Close Encounters. Indiana Jones 4, I guess, is technically an alien movie. So where was he going to lean towards in this? And of course, is the movie any good? I've seen split reviews on the movie. Some people saying that it's Steven Spielberg returning back to form, his best movie in 20 years. And I've seen some people completely hate this movie. Straight onto it, I would say I'm kind of in between. How I feel about Steven Spielberg the last 20 years, or I guess the last few years especially, definitely tracks when it comes to Disclosure Day. A lot of good ideas. You see what he's going for in this movie, but it doesn't fully connect at certain moments. Like, for example, the first 20 minutes of this film, and this movie does have a long runtime at 2 hours and 25 minutes. I was fully into it. I was like, oh, this feels like Minority Report all again. Kind of a run and hide sequence of Josh O'Connell. He's got something from the government, and it kind of feels like that spy espionage thing. And there were some really cool action sequences, but I feel like the movie starts going in a bunch of different directions. Some characters appear that seem really important, and then they're gone for a long time, and then we go in one direction and another. And there, again, some big thematic elements put into this movie, but just too much. There's some good moments in Disclosure Day where I'm just like, oh, this is a sit back and just enjoy a Steven Spielberg film, because it's always going to be shot really well. It has a distinct Steven Spielberg look for sure. A lot of lens flares going on in this movie. Now, a lot of if you like it or not is going to depend on probably if you like the third act or not. I did find myself disappointed, not going to lie, with the third act of the movie. It's not like Indiana Jones 4 bad. I'm trying to find the words here, but there's moments where I feel like he's trying to put a message across, but it's just very unbelievable. Now, in a movie like this, of course, you're going to think it's, not believable in a sense, but the way he pursues certain stuff, it didn't work for me. There's moments in Disclosure Day I do have a lot of fun. I do like the actors a lot in the movie. I think Emily Blunt does a great job. She has some moments where she really shows her acting ability. Josh O'Connell is still a rising star, and I've loved everything he has done, starting with Challengers that we saw a few years back. But it does feel like these characters are put into moments that are more important feeling than they were. Like when I watched it, or when they're kind of building up to something and we get to that, I'm just like, yeah, I kind of expected that because I've seen Steven Spielberg movies before. It's shot better than a lot of stuff you're going to see out there. There's a lot of sequences that are really cool looking, a lot of good camera movements, a lot of interesting ideas, just way too many. Would I use the word disappointed? Maybe. I wouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't say it's that good either. It's fine. One big critique I will say is I did watch the trailer after the movie, and there's something they show in the trailer. Why would you show that in the trailer, And there's also some CGI in the movie that it's like, come on, this is a Spielberg movie. I expect better CGI out of this. But I'm going to go ahead and give Disclosure Day a 60 out of 100. What did you guys think of it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you in between like I am? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the Movie Dive. We'll see you next time.